Hi friends, it's time for another vlog, don't you think? Welcome to a vlog of my hopefully productive weekend. This weekend is just not any weekend, it's Becca's Bookoplathon, 48-hour readathon weekend, and I'm very excited about it. I participated in the 2 previous readathons. I had the best time as always. I love the community during those readathons. I'm not sure how much reading I will actually be able to get done because I have some other things planned this weekend. I have other stuff to do. I will meet a couple of friends. I will go and work out. I have things to do. Just to give you some background to this readathon. Becca's Bookoplathon is a readathon based off of Becca's TBR game, which is Bookopoly, which is a game inspired by Monopoly. The prompts for the readathon are based off of Becca's game board. She has 2 boards that she's drawing prompts from, or like rolling a dice and getting a prompt. We know 2 of the prompts, but the rest of the prompts will be revealed during the actual weekend. So we don't know the books or the prompts in advance, which means that we can't really plan our reading. That's the twist. And alongside this, there will be a bunch of live shows held. Like, it is 48 hours live, basically. She's getting a bunch of help from other booktubers, and they will all host like a certain time slot during this readathon, which will be fun to join in with and do some reading sprints and stuff. But as I said, I already have plans for the weekend, so we're just gonna have to see how it goes. The first 2 prompts that we do know are to read a fantasy book and to read a book with a dark cover. And I'm thinking about killing 2 birds with 1 stone by reading These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I've been reading this for a while now. It's one of my books for my tropical readathon. It's a fantasy, like historical romance fantasy mystery, and it also has a dark cover because it's mainly black. I'm on page 172, and I think that makes it like around 35% through the book, so like 1/3 of it I've completed. I don't think there are any rules about whether or not you can read a book that you have already started, so I'm gonna count this one. I think my main goal for the weekend will be to try and finish this book. I'm hoping I'll be able to enjoy the other prompts as well and read some other stuff, but I think I should have a main goal, and that main goal should be to finish this book this weekend. If I manage to do that, I will be happy. But I will be bringing you guys along during this vlog, sharing my weekend, sharing the progress in the readathon and stuff. The readathon is not on yet. I think it will start in 4 hours. It's currently 9 p.m. in Sweden, and I think we're following the British time, so I'm guessing it's like 8 p.m. over at their place, and the readathon starts at midnight. 1 a.m. in Sweden. I'm not even sure if I will be awake by then. I might be. Maybe I will stay awake until 1, just so I can be a part of like the start of the readathon. I played squash with my mom it went well. I am sweaty. I did drop by one of the Bookoplathon reading sprints first. The one I'm watching right now is Steph's, and I think it's actually just 1 hour left until the new dice roll, which is exciting. So we will be getting 2 new prompts in an hour. I have done some reading in my book. I read a bit last night. I read about 40 pages last night, and now I read like 20 or something. I'm on page 234. So yeah, I've gotten a bit of reading done. I think I'm at the 50% mark now, which is quite nice. It is a bit too slow. It is mainly plot driven, not really character driven. And I don't care about the mystery. I care more about the romance and the historical element. That is what were like interesting me when I wanted to pick this book up. As I've said multiple times, and I will keep saying, I've been so tired. So I kind of almost fell asleep reading this, so I don't quite remember things, and I'm more like skimming through some parts of the book because I want to get to the action, because there hasn't really been much action. It's a mystery, but like not the most interesting mystery. I don't know, I'm very conflicted how I feel about this book, but the goal for the weekend is to finish this. After a shower, I'll check back in and probably do some reading then. See ya. Everyone. I had a lovely time last night. I met with my friends, we had dinner, we had drinks. That was really nice, and I came home quite late. I feel surprisingly good today. So what has happened since my last update? Well, there were 2 new roll drops. I think the 5th one was to read the first in a series, and the 6th one was a chance card. Now, I'm still working on my previous reads, on my previous prompts, so I won't really focus on that 3rd round of roll drops. Book update. I'm currently reading These Violent Delights. Still, I'm on page 290, so I'm actually quite happy with that. It would be amazing if I could finish this one. That's like another 150 pages, but perhaps if I try sprinting it like real hard, it could happen. I don't know. I mentioned it before, I'm struggling with this one. I don't find it that exciting. I haven't really gotten to know the characters, I feel like. It's not my favorite read, unfortunately, but I would be excited to finish it if that's possible. The second book I am reading, which I am reading for the prompt of like, perhaps it's not contemporary, but it's POC rep, and that is The Kite Runner. And I read this one while I was on the bus and on the metro. When I started reading it, I was on page 12. And now I'm on page 54, so I think that's quite good. And I'm enjoying it. I think it's quite cool. It's building up this story about these 2 boys. One boy is the son of a quite privileged man, a man who worked his way up. Their lives are quite well and they live in privilege now. And the second boy is the servant of that family. These 2 boys are friends, or perhaps they wouldn't say that they're friends, but they do everything together. Like, they act as if they're brothers. I like the writing, I do. So I'm excited about this one. I definitely won't be finishing it today, especially if I want to finish These Violent Lights, which I do want to finish first, I think. But I'll definitely get more reading done in this one, because I'm going out for lunch with a friend, and I'll be bringing this one because TVD is just like too large to bring in a bag, I think, so I'm bringing a pocket instead. It's more convenient. At least to the hundreds. Perhaps stretch goal is 150. So at least 100 pages. Not read 100 pages, reach 100. I also kind of need to publish a videos since it's a part of my schedule for March. I have filmed 2 videos recently, but I'm not done editing them, and they are more like end of the month videos, but I might do one of them today. Why are the weekends always so short? Like, you get 2 days, which is nice, but then you plan those 2 days and you feel like you need a 3rd day to actually get shit done. That's me right now. I'm gonna head up, have breakfast, and I'll see you later. Hi. Oops. Right. Better. Hi. So I feel like almost the entire day has passed and I haven't updated you because I've done other things, I've guessed. So I had a pretty chill morning, just like slow breakfast, not really doing much, and then I went into town. I had a lovely lunch with my friend, and I also got to see her new place, her apartment, which was really cool. And then I came back home and I watched an episode of Little Fires Everywhere, which is really good. I think I prefer the show to the book actually. The show is just really well done. Yeah, very happy about that. And right now I'm trying to multitask, so I just recorded a voiceover for a video that I'm hoping that I will be able to put up today, because I'm trying to stick to my schedule of uploading on Thursdays and Sundays, and yes, I really need to get this done. So that is the focus right now, but I have been reading today. I read while I was on the bus and on the subway to meet my friend, and also on the way back home. During the time I've been reading The Kite Runner, and I'm really enjoying this one. It's hard-hitting, it's deep, it's difficult, it's beautiful. It's really good. I'm intrigued and I'm afraid, I'm scared of what will happen, of what will separate these 2 boys. And like, there are definitely some difficult scenes in this one. Trigger warning for rape and like violence. I'm just gonna pull up the trigger warning list because I need to be better at this, I feel like. It's one thing saying that, oh, you can look up the trigger warnings, but just share the trigger warnings instead, right? I think that might be a better way of doing it, instead of telling people that, oh, before reading this one, look up the trigger warnings. Well, what if I just tell you all the trigger warnings and you won't need to look them up? That might be better. I don't know. Please let me know what you think. There's this wonderful website, literally called booktriggerwarnings.com. They have everything on there basically, both trigger warnings and like tropes that books fit into. Okay, Kite Runner trigger warning. Here we have them. Trigger warnings for, oh, this list is long. Oh no, wait. Is this spoilers though? No, it's not. Trigger warnings are not spoilers. Okay, let's go. So, trigger warnings for anxiety, bullying, child abuse, depression, molestation, pedophilia, rape, including child, sexual abuse, stillbirth, suicide, terminal illness, terrorism, and war. Those are the trigger warnings for this one. If you're not comfortable with reading that, or for any reason just don't want to, stay away from this book. If you feel like you're able to process that information and read those things, feel free to pick this book up. I'm currently on page 108, so I think that's almost a 1/3. I'm getting there, not really yet, but like maybe like a 1/4. I'm really enjoying it. Like, the writing is actually quite captivating, even though it's very descriptive compared to this one. Sorry, I don't mean to hate on this one. It's just so much more of a struggle for me to try to read this one compared to this one. There's only been one scene so far that it was a bit difficult to read, I'll be honest. This won't be the happiest book. Perhaps not as depressing as A Little Life, but it might be. I'm not sure. Like, I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I started reading this one. Obviously, I understood that it would bring up like bigger issues, bigger topics. Yeah, I didn't expect some of the themes that are in this one to be in this one. But at the same time, like, these boys in this book, I want to protect them against everything and everyone. I am really appreciating and enjoying this book right now, despite the difficult topics. That's what I've been doing. I've been reading. I don't think I will be finishing any of these books today, if I'm going to be honest. So perhaps, is this me failing the Bookoplathon? That's sad, but like, bad timing with the rest of my plans for this weekend, I guess, and like that I have other things to do I still need to get to. Oh god, I have like some job stuff as well to look into. Would I be able to finish these Violent Delights? I'm currently on page 290 and it's like 450 long, so that means it's like 160 pages. That's quite a lot. Maybe if I don't go to bed at 12. Priority right now is my video, get that one up, make the thumbnail, everything, make it like still edit. I still need to edit it, like get that video up and then, get that video up and then do the rest of the things that I need to do, which is like the job related stuff, and then I can do some reading and join in on some book sprints. I know that Cody from Cody's Book Corner is currently doing sprints and I love Cody. She's one of my favorites. Her Wheel of TBR is amazing and she's just so lovely. I'll get back to you. I need to get this shit done. Hi, so the Bookoplathon is over. It's Monday now, Monday evening, and I thought that I should try and do some sort of wrap up. Yeah, I think it's fair to conclude that I failed this Bookoplathon, like real bad. Not that you can fail a readathon really, but I didn't succeed in it at least. But I'm still happy with the weekend I had, and I'm still happy with the progress I made in the books that I read, which is what's important. So the first book I picked up was These Violent Lives by Chloe Gong. I read these for the prompt of reading a fantasy and combined with reading something with a dark cover. I'm currently on page 294 and I think I started at 172 when this readathon started. If it was 172, then I read about 120 pages, which is quite alright considering I'm not enjoying the books that much. I haven't finished it, but I'm 2/3 through now, so I'm not that worried about not finishing it this month at least. And then with the Kite Runner, I also did a bit of progress, I would say. I started on page 12 and I'm currently on 110. And this book I am really enjoying, so that's about almost 100 pages I read. It's like 98 pages to be exact. And that's the only reading I did, so around 200 pages, which equals to like 100 pages a day, which is it's alright. Not my best, definitely not my best, but it's alright. I'll either do some sort of like 24-hour readathon soon in the future, perhaps during Easter would be fun, or some other sort of like more intense reading vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you participated in the Bookoplathon, I hope you had a good time, because that's mainly what's important, that you're enjoying yourself, no matter how much you read, how many pages, whatever you do. I hope you had a good time during the Bookoplathon if you participated, and if you didn't, I hope you had a good weekend either way. If you did participate in the Bookoplathon and perhaps also try to vlog it, please let me know and share the link with me and I will check that vlog out. Or if you did any other content related to the Bookoplathon, I would love to watch it, no matter what it is. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what